There is an article by the name of Offline Care, Online Chemi. A tech mogul tweets about sex abuse reveal an essential difference between the prime minister and the Tory leader. Okay, so this one is, despite being absolutely political in its nature, it was quite interesting for me because I have a bit of an interest in Britain's domestic politics. Okay, now basically for quite a few months between the Labour and the Conservative Party about the grooming gangs. Okay, so if you haven't heard about the grooming gangs, basically, just to put it just as a bottom line, the grooming gangs were initiated as I read about it in the year 2011, 12, 13, and the main the thing of these grooming gangs was to try to put the minor girls, the minor UK born girls, teenagers basically, their trust in them. Okay, and when they put their trust in them, they groom them, these people, which belong to Pakistani, Indian, and some other third world ethnicities. These people, these gangs, groom these girls and then they sexually assault them. Okay, so this is quite pathetic, to say the least. And basically, now the politics is being played on this particular topic now between Labour and the Conservative Party, and Conservative Party is playing it good, to be honest, and Labour is trying to avoid it due to some political reasons. And the subject of this particular article is that how different these two political leaders are. Keir Starmer, currently the Prime Minister of UK, and Kemi, who is leader of the Conservative Party, opposition basically, and Conservative Party right now. There is but a bit of a generation gap. Keir Starmer prefers offline discussion, offline engagement, whereas Kemi prefers online discourse, online communication, online spread of ideas across all social media platforms and all, and how she is playing good politics on this matter and forcing and questioning the Labour government that how and why these gangs are still operating and are not being dealt with an iron hand. After that, we have driving up the price, Rolls-Royce cars, and pushing the pedal on customization. It is basically about brand strategy, it is about branding, it is about business, that how Rolls-Royce has differentiated itself from its competitors, from other car companies, and how it is focusing on its brand, and in a way that it is focusing on the luxury side of its brand and the car experience as compared to the other brands like Ferrari, etc. And like Ferrari mentions and prioritizes it basically differentiates itself via its engine power and the horsepower and all, etc. of its cars, whereas Rolls-Royce differentiates itself on luxury. Okay, and how it is going to expand itself, how it is strategizing about its branding in the coming year and in this year. So it is particularly interesting for anyone who is interested in marketing, who works in marketing, who works for in branding, or a student of branding and business and all. We have British politics has become a prisoner of process, how means conquered ends bagadot. Okay, so this one is particularly interesting for me again because it basically explains the administrative side of things, how what happens in Britain. Okay, how things, how slow the bureaucracy of Britain is actually, and how it is this slowness is benefiting the UK politicians, and they try their best to delay the process, further delay the process as much as they can, and because it will prevent them to face accountability from the public. Okay, and in this particular article, this one, wait just a minute. Yeah, this article basically explains how the things are kept being kept systematically from being done, from being completed. Okay, so the bureaucracy and the politicians have designed the system of Britain, or it has been working lately in such a way that things are getting deferred, things are getting delayed, projects are getting delayed, and as a matter of these delays, the cost, the consultancy cost, the fees, the the delay cost is too much. That is, the public is bearing. Okay, and this one is basically interesting for those who are interested in public administration, in the bureaucratic side of things, how governments work, how the government, the biggest machinery, one of the biggest machineries in this world are the governments, basically. So how these work and how these are so slow, and they get inherently slow over a period of time.